myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Greetings, MMites, MMites. It's episode Veinte, Nueve, un fuerte. I am Mike Betancourt, and you are listening to me, myself, and I got it messed up. I don't care. I had a good time yesterday. I know I'm supposed to have my introduction. They're like, oh, welcome, me, myself, and I am Mike Betancourt. I don't care. I'm going to switch it up. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. You cannot take me off my own pedestal, all right? I put myself on my own pedestal, and I look up, and I admire myself. So if I admire myself, I'm allowed to make mistakes, and no one can mess with it. I don't care, okay? You can analyze, because this is what I was learning at the podcast convention. Start out every single intro exactly the same. Not in this podcast. No way. I'm breaking the rules. Yeah! I'm sorry. I'm in my rental car, and I'm yelling, and people are walking by me. Hi! What? Yeah! Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Okay, bye. They saw me yelling, they thought I was, what's wrong with him? I thought he was a nice podcaster. I am, but it's 9:15 in the morning. What do you expect me to do? Do you want me to be all nice and chipper all the morning? I'm podcasting, okay? I'm going to get animated, all right? I'm going to be animated. I'm going to be loud. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad I forgave remember in the last podcast episode, I mentioned I can't stand people that are not funny, and blah, but then it's just me. Well, I'm glad I forgave myself and stopped being a comedy snob. I really am. Because being a comedy snob is just going to isolate you from everyone else. I know I'm funny, okay? I don't need to critique anyone else's set that's not a comedian. That's bullshit. I'll save that chatter for comedians that can handle it. But in the meantime, yesterday was awesome. I saw Mr. Bruce Prichard, a.k.a. Brother Love. He gave out he was at the panel yesterday. I did a Macho Man impression in front of him. He wasn't impressed, which is fine. Everyone else was, but he was like, I've worked with Macho Man, you piece of shit. Do you realize that? I've worked with Vince McMahon for 22 years. What the fuck is this impression going to do? Okay? I witnessed the Macho Man climb on top of the turnbuckle and do an elbow drop from the heavens above. Why the fuck is your petty impression of Macho? It's not petty. It's pretty badass. But why is your badass impression of Macho Man going to impress me? He didn't say that. He showed it, and I respect that. It's great. And Mr. Bruce Prichard, guess what? He blew the competition out of the water. I guess they had this award ceremony about the best podcast with the most downloads. He won best podcast. He's the best podcast champion of the world. When they mentioned his name, no one knew who he was. No one. Everyone was like, who's Bruce Prichard? Weird. Because he had the most downloads. You know why? Because wrestling fans are everywhere. They're not like basketball fans. They're not like, we are not like basketball fans, baseball fans, football fans when there's an off season. There is no off season. We keep going. We keep spreading. We're all over the globe. This is a global thing. We are all over the globe. We are going to support whatever any wrestler, anyone affiliated with wrestling, we're going to support them. And he won the he won the awards by a landslide. He had over 900 million gajillion downloads in a matter of weeks. Why? Because he's in wrestling. Okay? We wrestling fans, we know what's up. And, all right. I'm not going to get all geeky out because I know there's a lot of people that are listening right now that are not wrestling fans. I'm sorry. Okay? But you don't understand. It's wrestling. All right? Enough said. But I went to a mixer yesterday. It was cool. There was a pregame show because there was a luau, like around 7 o'clock. And I was hanging out at the bar. I went solo. I was hanging out at the bar. And I started networking. Not network. I hate using that word. I want to network. I started building some awesome relationships with some cool people. Really cool people. And there were some single ladies. And I text my friend. I'm crashing on my friend's couch. I'm like, dude, get over here. There's all these women for you. I'm tired. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. There's all these women over here. What are you doing? Come on. They kept texting me throughout the day. How's everything going? You guys having a good time at this party? I said, I'm having a great time. I'm socializing. I'm hanging out with people. I'm seeing people get hooked up. I'm seeing people not get hooked up. I saw a lot of people got rejected yesterday. It was fun. Being a married man, going to a bar and just watching people hook up or don't get hooked up is hilarious. Especially when everyone's trying to put the lines on everybody. So, what podcast do you have? I got a podcast. Blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Are you staying in this room? I'm not like that, creep. I wasn't trying to. Blah, 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 blah. It was hilarious. But then something happened. Then I looked into the distance. And I saw something. Through a ton of people, I saw Mr. Bruce Prichard sitting down drinking a beer on his phone. And next to him, sitting right next to him, Mr. Chavo Guererro Jr. Ooh, Chavo. That's right, Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's cousin. Chavo. Can you believe that? I was like, holy shit. And I'm not going to go up to Chavo and Brother Love empty-handed. They both got drinks. They're both stars. What do you think I'm going to do? I brought some Jameson over. That's what I did. Okay? Here's networking 101. Buy drinks. Okay? I went up to them and had all these glasses of drinks. I was like, excuse me, Mr. Chavo Guerrero. My name is Mike Betancourt. I'm a huge fan of yours. I would like to offer you this drink. He was like, holy shit, you got all this Jameson? Mr. Prichard, he was like, I'm a beer guy. I can't do the liquor. I change. I'm like, roger that. And I sat down and had a drink with Mr. Chavo Guerrero and Bruce Prichard. And they were telling me about the wrestling days. They were telling me about Ric Flair. They were telling me about WrestleMania. They were telling me about Andre the Giant. They were telling me about this and that. And I'm just sitting there, just being cool and just listening. And I could not believe what I was listening to. I was like, these guys were just like talking, what do you think about Shawn Michaels? Oh, Shawn Michaels is great, blah, blah, blah. But just listening to these guys talk about the thing that I love watching. You know, it's like sports fans. It's as if you saw Larry Bird and Michael Jordan sit down and you wanted to have a drink with them. And you know what? I didn't want to take a picture. First of all, my battery was dead. But I didn't want to do that. As a gentleman, when you offer someone a drink and you sit down and have a drink and sit down and have a conversation with them, you don't have pictures with them. Okay? That's stupid. That's kill. If you want to be a man, classy gentleman, sit down. Excuse me. May I sit down? May I have a drink with you? He's like, sir, have a sit down. They were just telling me about Lucha Underground and all these other amazing things that are. I was just blown away. I was like, holy shit! I'm in the circle. I'm in the circle listening to these wonderful stories with Chavo and Bruce Prichard. I'm like, holy crap! This is awesome. And then they got up. They gave me hugs and they said, see you later, Mike. And they walked away. They disappeared. But I gave them my card. So whatever they do with it now, it's up to them. If they throw it away or not, doesn't matter. But they're going to remember where they got that Jameson from last night. Mike fucking Betancourt. Holla! Right? Right? You're welcome, America. I already text my comedian friends. I already text my wrestling friends. They're all jealous of me. And they should be. because I had a drink with Chavo Guerrero and Brother Love. Okay? I'm sorry this episode is not dedicated to everyone, but I don't give a shit. I really don't care. And today is the last day of the podcast. What am I going to do? Sweat this hangover out. I'm glad I didn't go to the mixer on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I would have been hungover like I am today. But it's a good hungover. It was the right time to be hungover. And then I'm going to go hang out with my buddy this weekend, tell him about the awesome time I had. He's like, man, I had to get up early, blah, blah, blah. You know, people, let me tell you this. Yes, if you have to work, especially if you have to get up early in the morning, I get it. I understand. You got to make that. You got to pay the bills. You got to work. But if there's an opportunity of a lifetime to have fun, take that opportunity of a lifetime to have fun. Having fun is what we do in this life. I love podcasting, okay? I love it. I'm here speaking to you about my experiences with life. And by the way, did I tell you that I had drinks with Chavo Guerrero and Brother Love? I did. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyways, have fun. Embrace it. Don't think about schedules. Don't think about, I got to work in the morning. Fucking man up. Suffer it. Sometimes you got to pull an all-nighter. Sometimes you have to. Okay? It's going to hurt. But you'll remember that fun time you had yesterday. You'll remember it while you're hurting at work. Like, why did I drink so much? I had fun. That's why I drank so much. That's why why is my boss breathing down my neck? Because I had fun yesterday and I showed up late today. That's why. Was it worth it? Yes. Having fun is always worth being late for work. Always. 100% of the time. So I encourage you, each and every one of you that is listening to this, have fun. Take an opportunity. If someone calls you late at night and says, come out, hang out with me. Come hang out with me right now. It's going to be a great time. And you haven't seen your friend in a long time. Take that opportunity. But it was a Thursday night. I get it. People want to save their fun for Saturday. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, don't do that all the time, okay? Don't embrace the fun like on a Wednesday night and you got to go to work the rest of the week, or a Monday night. Don't do that, okay? But if your gut is telling you, go have fun, then you should stop listening to your brain. Don't follow your heart and listen to your gut, because your gut is always right. And if your gut says, you know what, fuck work, I don't care if I'm going to be late tomorrow, I'm going to have fun tonight, listen to your gut, because your gut wants to have fun. Plain and simple. And I'm listening to my gut right now, and my gut is telling me it's time for me to go. I got to go to the podcast convention. So, MMites, what did we learn today? Have fun. And Mike Betancourt had drinks with Chavo Guerrero and Bruce Prichard. Enough said. Tortellini with bacon. And also, don't drink and drive, but do subscribe. Yeah!